Welcome back, family. The Real Hunt and Unlaced Project Production, episode 6, with a USC Trojan, a now USC Trojan, Johnnie Blockburger. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm good, hanging in there. I know we had to do it a little later because you had practice. How was practice?
It was pretty good. I'm just getting ready for hills tomorrow as well. So I did a little bit of an ice bath recovery with moderate that with the hot tub. So it was pretty cool. And then tomorrow we have West LA for some 340-meter hills. So that's gonna be something.
Yeah, that's gonna be something. So I'm new to this. When does track season start?
Track season starts for indoors around January, and then it will go maybe to like the end of February, and then that's when outdoor will start to like kick into play, and that'll be like where the real action takes part.
Real action. Okay. And tell me about let's get into your trend. We're gonna get to Arizona, but like how do you like Arizona, USC? Like what's the transition like?
I'm always gonna love my home in Arizona, but I just feel like USC was the place to be for me. As you know, my history out here, it's been back and forth. So I'm glad to be back with the Trojans and just to fight on with them right now.
So that's where you were first committed to, correct? Before Arizona?
Not committed, but just had connections from my dad working there for a little while. So it was a plan to go there, but we moved back as COVID hit. You know, I didn't have that senior year to make my mark on my times to get through the next level, but my freshman year was really where it took off so I could get there.
Okay. So tell me about your times in high school, and let's talk about the track in high school and then now in college. What is the difference?
The intensity level is automatically the first thing you'd notice if you ever like watch high school compared to college. So I feel like for me, my times weren't the best in college or in high school. They were like 10:79 from like my 100, like 21:40, I think by my junior year, and then 48 flat. So like those are still decent times. But to compete at that high intensity level where I'm at right now is a big change. So like in college, you got to be running low 46s in the 400, sub 21 in the 200, and then I'd say at least maybe 10-4 and below to really get to that high stakes meet that's really gonna like boost you into the next rounds.
And all the people want to know like the courses you compete in. Like, what is it all that you do
for like the 1, 2, and 4?
Oh yeah, the 1, 2, and 4. And don't you do a little field too?
I used to long jump and high jump. I jumped 22 feet my freshman year, but I got injured, so I couldn't maintain that lifestyle, sadly. But, you know, I enjoyed doing my sprints still, and also for the 400 and for high jump, I went 6'8" as well. But just the field was nice, but track was always a little more fun because you got to like be on the field neck and neck to the line.
So when you got hurt, what happened? What did you injure?
In the long jump my freshman year, or it was just lack of preparation. I feel like I managed basketball and track for so long that mentally my mind was ready to go jump and do a lot of things, but my body physically wasn't ready for it, and the muscles that were connecting my hips to like my like rest of my legs were kind of like starting to tear off because it wasn't strong enough to take the force. So I had to just sit out my freshman year, and that later propelled me to do sprints as an alternative.
Okay. So let's get to Arizona, because you made a lot of noise as a freshman, Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that and getting that recognition.
It was a blessing, honestly, because doing what I did in high school, I still knew I had more in me. I just didn't have the opportunity to prove it. So when I got to Arizona, I know I had to put it all on the table and just make sure everyone knows that I'm trying to be a top dog around here like everyone else.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm going for all 4 years. I'm trying to get Pac-12 champion in the 400 again this year, and be overall, not just freshman, but overall a Pac-12 athlete of the year.
Okay. Yeah, that's you can get that with them times you run it. I expect that for you easy as a sophomore.
Thank you.
2-time Pac-12, was that athlete of the week? And tell me, let's get to all them accolades, and then we gonna get we're going to get to the you qualifying as an Olympian. All right, so let's start with some of them accolades and breaking the record. It was the 400, the 4x4 anchor leg record. Let's start with that one.
Yeah. So overall in the 400, I feel like last year I was set on a bunch of goals, and one of them was being able to run a 4x1, a 400, and a 4x4 all in the same meet, because I had to also like participate as a team. So I felt every time I went out for a 4x4 as well, I did not want to put our team in a bad position. I always wanted to be either the leader of the pack when I got the baton or catching whoever was ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my fastest split for the 4x4 was 44.9, which is only 0.2 seconds off of my official PR. And overall, that's really hard to do when you run 2 400s in a day. So I'm just really proud of that as well.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
How do you prepare like yourself for all of these 100, 200, 400, 4x4? Like, what is a week of preparing? What does that look like?
That's a good one, actually. Normally I start off the week with just making some of my favorite songs that'll just get me like ready to go, because going on that bus to the track, like as soon as you step out, it's going to be all eyes on you, because they're going to know who you are. They know what you're about, what you got to bring. And I feel like once I have that, it also goes into eating right, the start of the week, because like normally when I'm practicing, I'll have one cheat day a week, but when it's like meet week and I'm serious about it, like I gotta make sure I'm eating what I need, and I have like the proper like snacks throughout the day as well. And then the third thing that's probably most important is getting work done. They take it very serious at USC. And one of the examples is like you can't travel unless you have some of your papers done. They make sure like you're on top of that, which is also really important to me, because track isn't forever, sport isn't forever, and I gotta make sure I have a backup plan,
Exactly.
Yeah. And then finally going to the meet, when we travel, it's like business serious. We gotta like act cordial, dress nice, and always just be polite to everyone. That's already implied. And always stretching. Going to bed on time is another big thing, because sometimes when we're traveling, we'll be going like 2-3 hours ahead in the time zone. So you'll think, oh, it's this time, it's late, but in my time area or my time zone, it will be earlier, so I don't have to worry about it. But either way, you still gotta wake up, do your pre-meet shakeout, get to the dining hall or whatever place they have food for you, and then be on that bus on time, because they will not come back.
I get you. So what, as a track athlete, you said meals, like what do y'all eat? Like what is a meal for a track athlete?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. We have this place called Little Galen, and it has athlete specific dining hall where they have rice, chicken, pasta, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, all like really good carbs and just healthy foods. On top of that, they also supply us snacks in our athletes like specific meeting rooms. So we have like bananas in there, just pre-fuel and post-fuel, and they're just really big on making sure we have all the protein through the day, because that's one of my issues as well, is not being hungry during practice. I gotta remember I gotta eat so I can get through the day, because sometimes I forget going from class to meeting, stuff like that.
Yeah, a real student athlete, but you gotta eat. Remember to eat.
Absolutely.
You gotta get your energy. So you gotta eat,
especially during the morning practices. Like for me today, Monday, Wednesday. It used to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I get up at 5 a.m. because we have weights and hills. So I have to make sure I have bananas, pears, oatmeal, anything quick I can eat that won't be heavy on the body, which is also important.
So the student life and the track life, what is your schedule like with school and then with track?
That's a good one. It all starts with getting a schedule. So the first thing we do is have a meeting with our coaches, and we see what the program's going to be like. So starting next semester will be more based in the afternoon. So I'll make sure we get priority registration, which is really nice, so we can choose all my classes before all the other students. So for this semester, we'll have early practice sometimes, And then we'll also have afternoons. So like a day would be like this. On Friday, we'd have weights from 5:45 to 7 a.m. And then we'll have our classes, meetings, classes, all that. And then we'll come back to the track, warm up, and then have our little powwow, pretty much just running, doing speed games and stuff. And then we'll finish off with either some classes or just going to the dining hall and relaxing.
Okay. Last year, because I do catch track on TV, most definitely, the indoor and the outdoor. I know. Did you compete in Oregon last year?
I competed at nationals and Olympic trials last year at Oregon. And
you qualify, right, for the Olympic trials?
Yeah.
So why didn't you go to, what was it, Japan?
Yeah.
Why didn't you make it to Japan?
Yeah, that was a tough one, just because I had a stress reaction in my shin from running a little bit of too many like 400s. There's some meets where I just feel like I could have taken it a little easier, withheld myself, because I feel like I already qualified for a lot of these races, and I just did need extra mileage, I guess I could say.
Yeah, on your body.
Yeah, so I know you saw like the Pac-12 race.
Yeah,
they kind of said like I eased up in the line, which I did because I knew I just had enough room that they wouldn't catch me. I could still finish in first, and that's all I really needed. Yeah. And the 400 at Texas, that wasn't my best race. I kind of barely made it to nationals because it was just painful. And then when nationals and trials came around, I just knew like I'm gonna do my best. But I'm fortunate enough to get here. I'd only like 18 at the time. I was still 18 going on 19, so like it was a lot for me, but I had my family along the way for it, and everyone else was just really supportive, so I'm happy I got that far, at least with everything.
Yeah. And speaking, you said 18, you broke the record for, I'm pretty sure, under 20. I don't remember the exact rate, but it was something under 20. Which one was it?
I think I placed in like the top 5 for the U20 list of all time. And then currently, for most of the year, I was number 1 in the world for U20s. But sadly, they had the U20 World Championships, or whatever they're called. I think they call it just U20 Worlds or whatever, where like all the countries send their best athletes under 20, and they compete. And sadly, someone knocked me down to 2nd place, which I wish I got to race him. I think he was from the Bahamas or somewhere. Maybe it was some other country out there. But it's cool. It happens, and hopefully I'll see him at the U21 games, and that will be some real action right there.
Yeah, that would be some real action right there. So how does it feel to have all this, like all these records broken and accolades so early?
It's honestly great because I feel like it sets a lot of bars for me to pass now, because now I know what I'm capable of. I feel like I can carry that over into practice, and I have so many like amazing teammates like Devontae Burnett. He runs really, really fast in the 1 and 2, and I'm pretty sure he did amazing at the trials as well. He's represents Jamaica as well, so that's also fun to run with him. And it also sets me up to have more confidence when I compete with other athletes. Like, for instance, sometimes I train with Michael Norman and Rai Benjamin, pretty much one of the best 400 and 400 meter hurlers of all time, pretty much right there.
Sure.
And it's a more of a confidence builder for anything. It also like sets me closer to feeling as if I can do more when I graduate, because I know I do want to go pro after this. I want to get my degree as well, though.
Yep. Yeah. So when do you feel like you would turn pro?
That's a tricky one, because I do want to stay in the college aspect. I really enjoy it out here, and my teammates, a lot of them graduate. This passing year because they're getting their extra year because of COVID, but. We have a lot of amazing recruits coming in next year, and the people we're with right now, the freshmen that we have, are also going to be doing a lot of damage for us. And I want to get a ring. I want to get a championship. I want to go all the way. So that's what I'm excited for.
That's a great goal. That's a good goal. And how does it? Because I've watched it, and how does the championship work? Like, because it'd be like a team championship. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So
it's like points, like.
Yeah. So it goes like first place is 10 points. second place is 8, and it works all its way down to 1 and 0.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much you have all our athletes coming together, and it's more strategy than like actually physical, which is kind of crazy. So when those come around, we're obviously going to try to put our best guys in each event, but we're also going to try to stack some people. If we can get 2 people in the 400-meter finals, that's probably 18 points if they go 1-2, and it's a lot of competitions. I know if you followed with it, you saw LSU.
Yeah.
They had everyone last year. Yeah. They had everyone. And, that's what we're kind of expecting on too. We have a lot of guys who can be separated. We have amazing 4x1 team, 4x4, 400, 200, 100, 110-meter hurdles, an amazing distance team. And then we have also the girls team. The girls team won last year there.
Girls team, yes. I was going to bring that up too. What's her name? TT? TT. She's fast.
She moves.
She's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching them. Yeah, she's fast. She moves. So, Arizona to USC, do your teammates do they get on you? You was at Arizona last year, or what's that like?
Ooh, I know some people they weren't as happy about it, but I know if you have an opportunity to better yourself, you jump on it.
Yeah, you take it. Why not?
Exactly. And if it was any other situation, I wouldn't hold people to it. I understand exactly why, you worked for it. That's what you wanted in the end, and the opportunity presented itself. So, I just hope no one else holds me accountable for it. But either way, I'm gonna say fight on and keep on being friends with them if they want to be.
Yeah, you think it's because you beat them in races? Is that what it is?
No, I feel like we always had a mutual respect. In practice, there's always good competition, love, and everything. We're all cool at the end of the day, but no, I wouldn't say any hatred from races, not yet. We are coming for Oregon's head though.
Wait, what'd you say?
We're coming for Oregon though.
Oregon?
Yeah, we won't beat them this year.
Okay, I like that. They usually one of the top ones coming out the Pac-12, huh?
Us and Oregon, yeah, it's pretty neck and neck.
Yeah, those are always some good races. What was I going to ask you? Oh, I meant to ask you another question on the. You said you want to get a ring. Does the fielding play into that too as well? How y'all do the fielding for the team? The team championship. Does the fielding play into that as well?
Oh yeah, field events and stuff like jumps. Yeah, so we have one of the best high jumpers, Ernie Sears. He's amazing at the high jumps. He's gonna bring in some points. We have my buddy Jalen. And that's it. We don't have a big group, but we also make up in that for our throwers. We have a lot. Even one guy from Greece, freshman, first time in LA, was not even on his visit, just moving in. That was his first time. So we got people from all over the world. We got a buddy from Nigeria and his sister. One does hurdles, one does jumps. We got my roommate. His mom's from Australia. I'm we got people from all over the world.
So y'all diverse. Y'all are so diverse.
Yeah.
You like that, huh? You like the diversity. It's just
it's real cool because one of my friends I hang out with, she's from Australia. The other girl's from Australia. It's where are we finding these kids? But I'm glad we got this much talent from all over the world. Yeah.
Is that new to you? Seeing multiple people from different countries and they do the same thing you do.
Yeah. It's pretty cool actually. 'Cause I feel sometimes in America we forget there's a big world out there, and all these people on the board are either neck and neck or right behind us. So we just have to keep working because when we see them in hopefully Worlds this year, we gotta be ready for it. Because I know at the Olympics we didn't do the damage we wanted, but we gotta make up for it this summer.
So what's the next? We just had the Olympics. So the World Cup. Is it the World Cup?
World Championships.
World Championships, yeah. You're going to compete in that?
That is a big question right there. I got some work to do. A lot of big names out there like Bryce Deadman and all of them, and Terrence Laird and all of them. They're big out there when it comes to making those meets. I know they'll be fighting for it. I forgot his other name. Fastest guy this year. I think it was Radoff from North Carolina. He's hungry for it too. All of them want to make the team. Obviously, Michael and Bride, they're going to be right there on the leaderboards too. So my goal is just to make anywhere I can. Honestly, I just want to say I made it. I already got the All-American title under my belt, so now I just want to make world champion under my belt in one event.
In one event, and that's the 400?
I'll take any.
Oh, take any, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're Arizona's top 10 all time?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
I'm number 1 overall in the 400 for them.
Oh, in the 400.
Mm-hmm.
In the 400. Did you feel like Arizona pushed you enough to be the best there?
Yeah, I feel like they did. I feel like I did a lot of training over the summer due to COVID with my dad as well, because I feel like I kind of wanted to call myself like a sleeper, you know, like no one's gonna see me coming until it's too late, and that's what I wanted to do when I got there. Obviously, like whenever you go into a Pac-12 or big name school, they're gonna have a lot of expectations for you. Mm-hmm. They're gonna think some stuff's best, some stuff's not best, and I just had to keep on moving on with that, I guess, because for instance, when I ran the 100, I had to make a deal with my coach saying if I ran a 44-second 400, can I go run the 100? And she said deal. So after that, I ran it, and I went out and ran 10-2, and I was like, bet, I know what I'm capable of now. On to the 200, 2070. Like, I want to start cutting them down more. But but yeah, I feel like they also prepared me for the mental toughness overall, because I feel like there's some meets like Pac-12s, regionals, nationals, trials, when thousands of people are watching, like, you can't just like do that at practice and be ready for it. It's like those stadiums are big when you're in a small lane. You gotta run that.
Yeah. Who are the people that you look up to? Who are your favorite track athletes?
I'm gonna kind of copy off someone else's quote for this, but it's a new athlete every day. I kind of want to take parts and pieces from everyone's running style. You know, I want to run like my coach Quincy Watts, who has the 4x4 relay record. You know, they got the amazing time right there. I want to be just like him. You know, I'm working on keeping my arms strong because I kind of sway my shoulders last year. I want to run like Michael and Rye. Everyone who's just better than me right now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best anywhere near these guys. Yeah, I'm in a lower league compared to them, but I want to take little aspects of everything they're good at and apply it to myself. So in the end, they'll be like, how'd you do that? Like, man, I watched you and you just do what you had to do and apply it to myself.
I get you. And just grow your game, basically.
Yeah.
So as a runner, like, what is it that you have to do, like, to get your speed up? Or is it a way, like your strides, like break down how they will break you down and to help you?
Okay, so normally they'd start with your head, I guess, and work your way down. So you know, you just gotta keep your head straight, not bobble or like jolt forward. And then my biggest issue was my shoulders and arms. Sometimes when you get fatigued the last 150 to 100 meters of the race, you want to just like sway your shoulders, but you guys keep pumping them straight through. And that's where the mental toughness comes in, because if you're not thinking about finishing strong and you just think like, oh shoot, I got to like beat this guy at all costs, it can end up being the reason you lose. And you just got to think about that. And then after that, your lower half isn't like the stomach and everything. That's not too crazy. Hips. Yeah. You always got to make sure like you keep those loose. And just be ready. And then legs, you want to keep your knees ahead in front of you pretty much when you run, because you just want to make sure you have the least amount of time with the legs behind you, because they're not going to be doing any good behind you. You got to keep them forward and striking the ground. And we prepare for that with 90-meter hills. That's like a big one, because like they want you going fast on those. And there's been times where I'll admit it, I even threw up from long, because it was just so quick. You only get 2 minutes to get back down to the bottom of the hill, and it's go, and it just helps your turnover speed though a lot.
So that's what them hills do. They get you. Them hills get you.
Yeah, and the 340-meter hills tomorrow. That's I'm gonna have to sleep on that one tonight. Yeah.
So how do they help you with the mental aspect of the track life?
Yeah, with the track life, you have all sorts of opportunities for it. You have mental health, where you can go talk to people about anything that's bothering you. You have meetings with coaches regularly, at least once a month, and then if you want, you can always schedule time and they'll meet with you, which is always great. And then other than that, you have a lot of teammates. They're honestly like the best part about it because you know, if you're feeling down, they'll just say like, "What's up?" We'll make jokes. We got group chats, just mess around. We'll go hang out. And yeah, it's just great because you know they're always trying to make you better, and they don't want to see you fail because in the end, like we're a team. We need each other for points. We need each other just as a family, pretty much at this point.
So, speaking on the team aspect and your friends, who's your favorite teammate?
Ooh, my favorite teammate. It probably have to be Brendan Stewart. He's always bringing the energy. Always got jokes. He's like a good training partner. He always brings it. I know he gets tired sometimes, but he makes a way to just like mentally tell himself, I got this. I got this. I got this. And he's got years of experience under his belt as well.
What does he run?
He does the 100 and 200, but this year, if he's watching this, I know he's got a 400 and maybe a 4x4. Yeah.
So you looking which one are you looking forward to running the most?
Ooh, I feel like I want that 100. I want that 100 time to drops. I want to be. I want to be the fourth person to run sub 10, sub 20, and sub 44. That's my goal. Only 3 other people have done it, and I just want to get my name on that list. I just want to make sure I can get all those times low. But the 100 is what I'm really excited for. High intensity, high pace, high speed, and for training for months on top of months, all the pain we go through for 9 to 10 seconds of just that. It's a lot, and I'm really excited for that.
I look forward to watching you most definitely. What do you guys do as far as like weights? Like, how do you guys lift?
Oh yeah, so today it'd be start with power cleans, a lot of dumbbells, barbells, push-ups, a lot of core action too. That's really important, is just making sure, because everything we do in there just has to apply to the track. You know, nothing is going to waste. And it's always like what I go by and what my coaches tell me is never like judge yourself off of what the person to the left or the right of you is lifting. Go at your own pace, because we're all built different. I'm not going to get too much weight with these new alarms, but my legs can still take me pretty far. And then we also do deadlifts, a lot of like band work, because like, you know, you just got to drive your knees through and you use the bands to like resist. So it's good.
Yeah.
And then a lot of calf exercises, you know, like do the like sitting on your toes and go back down, and then like stuff like that, just to have all aspects of your body kind of prepared for it.
And out of all of those, which one do you enjoy the most?
Enjoy the most? I think I like deadlifting the most, because I could keep my arms locked out and just see how much I can just pick up. But like power cleaning, that's the hardest for me.
And why is that? Why you say that?
I'm just not like a big fan on lifting, but I'm gonna do whatever it takes to like get good. I know some other teammates, they can lift all day, like Gavin for sure. I know he lifts all day, every day, if it makes you get faster. But
so you're not a lifter. You rather just go outside and work on the hills or something.
Yeah, I'll take running outside instead of lifting inside any day.
I feel you. So who is the, like, in the races that you compete in, who are the top guys as of like who won last year, and who are you coming after?
Ooh, I feel like one of my biggest guys, there's many out there. There's people from LSU and North Carolina, and some people like won over this guy, but probably Bryce Dedman. He's pretty notorious for me. He just like is the person I want to chase after the most, because he's in my division. All the other guys, I won't see them until nationals or like really important meets like Texas relays and stuff. And I only see them once a year, but I know I'll be seeing him at least maybe 2-3 more times, because the Pac-12 is nice, believe it or not, but like it's cool. When I get to these high intensity races, I need to have my sights on someone I want to like make notice me, because I feel like I've made my mark out there, but I still see myself as a little man in other people's eyes, you know. Yeah,
so you're trying to take it to the next level, like let them know who you really are. Like,
yeah, if I can knock one of these big dogs off the chopping board, I feel like I can take that place.
Yeah, I get you. And you go do that.
Yeah, I guess I keep in mind though, when our turn steps up, it's gonna be us in those D1, not D1, but like professional positions. You know, we're gonna have to be teammates with Team USA and stuff. So when we go on these big business trips, as we like to call them, we gotta be teammates. We come from different families, but you know, it's gonna merge and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. How do you think like the different conferences? Do you think the track level is different?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like all those big schools on the East Coast, like LSU, Texas, I consider them East Coasters. They're like they don't really meet with Pac-12s. Pac-12 is more like a, you know, where it is, like all West Coast. Like all those schools going out, like Georgia's a powerhouse school that no one really sees coming, but they're gonna do some damage this year. Florida, all these schools, they have a lot of guys who've been doing this stuff since they could probably walk. They've been on the track forever. And I feel like they have a little bit more of an advantage with competition wise. They have a lot of great people, but I feel like as well in the Pac-12s, we still have some really amazing runners who can do some stuff. So I know like Micah Williams, he's at Oregon. He runs like a 10 flat sub. I think it was like a 6:49 in the 60. He can move. He's some real damage. But we also got guys in our team. That's why I really chose USC over all these other schools, because they have aspects of everyone that I want to be like and also compete with. And I know who get to that high level, even though the competition isn't as crazy out here.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, you said other schools. Who were some of the other schools that recognized you and were after you?
LSU, Florida, Texas, all the Texas schools, Oregon. There's a lot. Dang. I know Mississippi, I think, wanted me. I think North Carolina. I think they called me. I can't remember. It was a bunch of schools, but my phone was blowing up over the summer, and it was honestly overwhelming. I wanted it to end, but I think I dwindled it down to LSU, UCLA, Oregon, USC, and Florida. I had to go with USC just because, you know, I got all you guys out here as my friends and family. I got my grandma down the street. And it's close to home. It's only like a 7-hour drive or a 1-hour flight. So I can just get there real quick.
Yeah, I get you. And I'm glad you stayed here. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I just remember when we were in middle school and you were just running lights out. You were killing it. Like, I was just amazed. Because you hold the record there, correct?
For the long jump, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I already knew like from then seeing you, like I knew you were gonna go run, like just be great somewhere. So yeah, most definitely. Well, it's one more thing I gotta say. I'm gonna need some of that USC track gear. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like a little T-shirt or something, so I can represent. You feel me?
Yeah, I can hook you up.
Yeah, appreciate it. Well, Johnny, that's about it. I appreciate you for coming on and telling us about that track life at USC, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Tune in. We got a good season coming up, and we're gonna do a lot of damage. I'll keep you posted with links and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely.
Our schedule.
Most definitely. I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna watch everything.
Awesome. All right, can I get that fight on real quick?
Yeah, fight on. Hold on 1 second though. You know, the Real Huff family. This is Johnny, USC, and I want to appreciate y'all for letting him come on, listening to him. Like he said, fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.